my name's Denise McCabe and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia on the New South Wales Central Coast, and this is my Makeup Monday for this week. Today I'm going to make a fancy fold card. I really like fancy folds and techniques, so that's what I mainly focus on in my Makeup Mondays. This fancy fold one is called a tunnel fold card. I made one yesterday playing with the Garden Wishes bundle that is retiring, and also the In Good Taste DSP, which is retiring. So this is the card I made yesterday, and that's the tunnel, and you stamp a greeting in here, or whatever you'd like to stamp in there. So it's quite a simple fancy fold. So we'll have a play. I'm going to use different colors today. I'm going to use the hand penned DSP, which is retiring, but I'm going to use the Flowing Flowers stamp set that's in the mini catalogue. So that is current, and we don't know if it'll retire after the mini catalogue, but it's current until the 30th of June. So bear with me while I pop my phone up into the holder and we'll get started. Okay. So before we start, I'll just go over the sales that we've got on at the moment. So this is the Savings Are in Bloom. I'll just make sure that's in view. Yes, this is the Savings Are in Bloom sale. It's 20% off the mini cut emboss machine and these bundles that all fit through the mini cut emboss machine. That sale runs to the 31st of March. Some of these bundles are carrying over into the new annual catalogue, but not as bundles. So the ones I'm sure, the Celebrate Sunflowers, the Hydrangea Haven, Quiet Meadow, I think are the only ones carrying, the Art Gallery. They're carrying over, but they're not going to be as bundles in the annual catalogue. The rest of them, I think, are retiring. I don't know. I don't think the pansies are retiring. I'm not 100% sure. But this is the Garden Wishes, and it's going to be retiring. So this is my card again. I'll just, yep. So I've used the painted texture embossing folder for behind that, and the In Good Taste paper. So that's called a tunnel fold card. So that's what we're going to do today. The other promotion we've got going is the Waves of the Ocean promotion. So the stamp set and dies are in the new annual catalogue that's coming out in May, but the paper, the foils and the rhinestones, they're only while supplies last. And let me tell you, they are beautiful. So if you'd like to get those now, you can, and you can wait and get your stamp set and dies once the new annual catalogue comes out, if you're trying to spread your crafting money out so that you don't have one big purchase. So that's another promotion that's on the go. And also there's the last chance products, or the retirement list that's out. So that's until supplies last. So this is the hand-penned paper here that we're going to use today on our card. So I shall pop those all aside. Won't be a minute. Okay. So I've got everything with little post-it notes if you're wanting to take any screenshots of what we've got. So I'll put my DSP. So we've got our card base, and this is all in inches. The lady I saw do this on YouTube had it in inches, and I didn't try to convert it back to centimeters because it was going to be too tricky. So that's our card base. So 8 1/4 is the standard size of an A4 piece of cardstock. So you just cut it at 5 3/4, which is nearly 14.8. It's just a little bit shy of that. And then our inside layer is 8 inches by 5.5 inches. And that's scored at 2 inches, 4 inches and 6 inches. And that's why I didn't try to juggle it into centimetres, because of the scoring. It was just so easy, 2, 4 and 6. This is a piece of cardstock, just what basic white cardstock, that's 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. This will be your card front, which is 3 7/8 by 5 1/2. My little post-it notes aren't sticking. It's probably because it's so humid. So I'll put those there, and then you can, if you want to take screenshots of the measurements, you can. And your DSP, there's 2 pieces of DSP, 5 3/8 by 1 7/8, and 1 piece of 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. So if you're wanting to take a screenshot of all of that, you can before we get started. I'll just give you a minute, have a sip of water. It's so humid here today. We're still experiencing a lot of rain, so I wish that would just go away, because that would help with the humidity. Okay, everybody got that? So I'll take off, I might leave my post-it notes on my DSP, because then I won't get confused, but I shall take these ones off, put them up there. Okay, so I haven't scored our card base just yet, because I don't want to. And I'll tell you why. So this one, we've used the layering circles, and I've used the largest one and the second largest one for this card to make the window for our tunnel. So once I scored it at 2 inches, 4 inches and 6 inches, I popped this die down, and I really just eyeballed it to center it, and I think it's pretty good. And I ran it through our cut emboss machine. So that's that. And then I got a 3 3/4 inch square, and with the slightly smaller second largest circle, I ran that through our emboss machine, and I will use that on my card front. So the first thing we're going to do is, I'm just going to get a little rubber. It looks like there's a bit of a pen mark or pencil mark on that. There we go. We're going to put this like this, just to give it a little bit more detail on our little hole, window hole. See, like that? So I'll leave that there so you can see it. So what we need to do is put some glue, not right on the edge, because we're going to put this over the top. So we just want to run it around, just in from the inside, inside edge of the white. See how I've done that? And I could put a little bit up there. And I'm going to get our insert piece, and I'm just going to layer it over the top, just to get a bit of a frame on our window. And I shall grab myself a tissue just for any glue that spurts out to mop that up. And I found that was the easiest way to do that. You don't have to do that frame, but I just think it strengthens the window, and it just gives it a little bit more detail. So then I got my bone folder, and I've creased my score lines. And that one comes, I might wait for that one because it's drying still. So crease that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring our card base in, and we're going to put it over the top while that circle and framework is drying. And we're going to get, I suppose the mint macaron would be this colour to stamp with. I'm just thinking, I just want to have a look and see what colours are in them. My hand pen paper is very chopped up, but that's good. That means I've used it. I've used it during the 12 months that we've had it. so that's really good. Blushing Bride, Cinnamon Cider. That's a retiring colour, but I don't think there's any Cinnamon Cider in the pieces of DSP I've used. Garden Green, Highland Heather, Mint Macaron, Misty Moonlight, Pale Papaya, Pool Party. I think we might go with Mint Macaron for our sentiment. And we shall get... Now this is what I've got to just see what sentiment's going to fit in my window. I'm not sure if the happy birthday... Oh, it does, look. That's nice. What else is there? Sending a card instead of a text. Time for a happy dance. Or should I put my happy birthday on front? Decisions. I might put my happy birthday on the front, and I might do time for a happy dance. I haven't done that before. Yeah, I think I'll do that and put my happy birthday on the front. So I shall open up my mint macaron, and I will get a little piece of scrap paper just to make sure I've mounted my stamp okay. No, I have not. So I've got to tip it down a bit. Even more, I've got to tip it down more. Okay, I'm just practicing. I remembered there was one in this set that I didn't get very well mounted. Okay, let's have a go. I might give it a clean first. And we'll bring this back in. So I've got my insert just sort of sitting here so I can line up where I want to do it. Okay, so I've got to really tip this down because I've mounted this so poorly. You know, that's still, I've gone a bit too far, but that's not too bad. I will be okay with that. Because if you're happy dancing, you're not going to be straight, are you? But it's not that bad. And when you're looking through the tunnel, it probably won't matter. So try and always mount your stamps straight. I do have trouble from time to time. So whilst we've done that, I can't even turn it over because that would be the back of our card. But that's okay. I think it'll be fine. I'm going to score this at, let me look, got to remember, I think it's 4 1/8. Yes, 4 1/8. So that's there. It's tricky doing it in inches when I do most of my cards making in centimeters, but that's okay. And if that really disturbed somebody that it's not straight, which it might be disturbing me, I think it is going to disturb me. I am going to get another piece of cardstock. It's disturbing me too much. So let me just put that to one side. I shall cut up my card base. And so that's 8 1/4, and we need 5 3/4. 5 3/4. There we go. And the reason why we don't score it now is we don't want to stamp through a score line. So let's bring this back in, and we'll do happy birthday because I'm pretty sure I got that one straight, but I will double check it just in case. Yes. Okay, so let me bring this down. I can use that other piece of cardstock for something else, cut around that mishap. That's better. I do like that much better. I can't stand something that's not straight. Okay. Pop that back in the thing. Okay. So now I've got to score my base card again, and it's 4 1/8. And I just score it after I've stamped, just so you're not stamping over a scored piece of card, because that could be troublesome. I'll put it up further too. Okay. So now that this has had time to dry, you can do your fold, and with your bone folder you can get your crease nice. There we go. So that's going to go like so. So I'm going to put glue on this side first. And just line it up, giving it a border. But I do like the way the glue gives you a little bit of wiggle room. And then I'm going to do this side. And line that up. And just adjust it if you need to adjust it. Get your tissue if there's any glue spurting out anywhere, but it should be okay. And then fold it over, and you can score this score line. And there we have made our tunnel. Pretty cool. And now it's just basically a normal card to decorate. So I shall get my 2 pieces of DSP. They're going to go there. That's going to look very pretty. It's always nice to use your paper up as you're getting close to the retirement of it on cards, but I've combined it with some current stock that's will still be available. So there's lots of bargains to be had on the retiring list, on the last chance product list. Some things are 50% off, but the majority seem to be 20 or 40%. So there's a lot of good savings to be had. And as I said, it's only while supplies last. So once they've run out, they've run out. I think some of the in colours that are retiring have already run out of the re-inkers. I think Just Jade and Cinnamon Cider have already run out. They are the first things to sell out. There we go. So that's our tunnel with our little bit of paper. Prettying it up inside. Now, over here, I have a piece of cardstock which I can't remember which dimension it was. Let me just look. Maybe it was this one, 3 7/8. 3 7/8 and 5.5. And I have just run that through the Time Worn Type embossing folder. I love that embossing folder. And I'm just going to attach it to the front of my card. So this card will fit into a standard envelope. Don't have to worry about it not fitting into an envelope. There we go. I love that embossing folder. And this is my other piece of designer series paper. You can see I've put that down that side, so I'll probably do the same. And the circle that we've cut out from here, I'm going to use to stamp a flower onto it. But we'll attach our DSP first. The hand pen paper is so beautiful. The hand pen stamp set's carried over. I haven't actually gotten that. I just got the designer series paper. I thought I had too many other floral stamp sets, so I thought I won't get another one, but it has been carried over, so that's if you're wanting to know that. Now this is the center that we cut out of here, and it does have a score line, but I may be able to cover that up or hide it somehow. If you're worried about it, you just cut another one, but you can't really see it. And if I put that over in here and this one over there, and I can attach some ribbon, we might be able to get away with that. Now I'm going to use this lovely big flower from Flowing Flowers. I really like this set too. So let me get my paper again and see what colours. There's Blushing Bride. Let me just have a look. Garden Green, Highland Heather. I don't want to do a mint macaron flower because that seems a bit silly. Or Pale Papaya sounds nice. I don't want Misty Moonlight, not with the mint macaron. Pale Papaya with some Highland Heather daubered onto it might be nice. Highland Heather, where are you? Yeah. So let me just see what. No, I don't want that. What's this one? I might get my Highland Heather dauber. Here we go. And I'm not going to stamp straight onto the circle. I'm going to stamp onto a little bit of scrap cardstock, because if we decide to cut it out, I can do that and give it a bit more of a 3D effect. Okay, so my Highland Heather, oh, I got that out. Now, where are we? This one will have to do. Okay. I'm just going to put it around the edges and just move that up so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, now I'll just huff on it to reactivate the ink, and I'll just have a look. That looks a bit muddy, really, doesn't it? I don't like that. So I'm glad I tried it first. So let's clean off our stamp. What about a Highland Heather flower? Excuse me, I've got a croak. Highland Heather. Maybe we just do Highland Heather. I think I like that. We'll get rid of Pale Papaya. I think it's just a bit too pale for my liking. And we can fussy cut around this. So where are my little scissors? So if you don't mind just waiting while I fussy cut. Shouldn't take too long. So yeah, please go on and have a look at the all the discounts that are available. The easiest way to look at them is go onto the online store through my blog, stampingpassion.blogspot.com. So if you click on the Martrace code or the online store tab, the Stamping Up logo, that'll take you straight to the customer website, and it comes up with the last chance products that are on sale. I always check out the clearance rack as well, just to see if there's any little bargains in there that can be had. Because we all love a bargain. But please, there's some, as I said, there are some things 50% off, a lot 40% off, and then the rest would be 20% off. So it's one of the best sales they've had for a while with the retirement list, last chance product list. I keep calling it the retirement list because that's what it used to be called. There we go. I really like that. And I can pop it up, but I am going to get some just a little bit. Sorry about my croaky throat today. I'm just going to brush around the edges of the white circle because we're going to pop the flower up. So we shall get some dimensionals. This card, this is the back of my Pale Papaya one that I didn't like. This card would be good with the waves. The waves stamp set, and you could put the pelican in, make it like a porthole. Put the pelican in the porthole. I might do that after I finish this card. I do like to play a little bit and have a little bit of a play and see what other designs, other stamp sets work with this design. Okay, so pop that there, and I might just attach this straight onto this circle. I do love my fancy fold or fun fold cards. They're really great fun. Okay, so if I do that, you can't even see that little crease up there. And down here, I'm going to put a little bit of ribbon. So I'll just do that, and we'll attach that up like that. And I'll just hold it for a minute, just so it can attach with the glue. I know what else I'm going to do. I'm going to get the Wink Stella. And I'm going to get my scrap paper because my Wink Stella is a little bit running. I need to break out a new one, but I haven't done that yet. I'm just putting it in the inside of the flower. I think that's nice. And I don't know whether to put a sentiment on this card. We've got the happy birthday inside. So it's got a happy birthday. And you would just write on the back of the card here. That's what I would do. Or you could put a piece of white cardstock here if you wanted to write your greeting or verse to your friend. I don't know. I'm certainly not doing Time for a Happy Dance. That's so badly mounted. No. Okay, I'm going to grab the seam binding ribbon, this ribbon, and I think I might just do a little bit of colouring with the Highland Heather. So you can colour this ribbon with your blends or with the daubers or the blending brushes like I'm doing now. I have even seen somebody stamp on it, so it comes out a bit mottledy, which is another interesting way of colouring your ribbon. So, and we must get some bling. We can't have a card without bling. Could make one of these as a Mother's Day card. That would look really nice. Oops, that didn't work. I could try that again. Hang on a tick. Won't be a moment. This ribbon's so soft. And so soft and beautiful, but I love the way you can colour it. Look at that. And it's just delicate. I might just put a bit more purple on this end because I think I coloured it for something else and it's not purple on that end. But that's okay. We can change that. There we go. So I'll get my ribbon scissors and I will just snip that there. And bring this back in. And where's my... See, I can't even see the little crease. My score line, I've completely lost... Oh, it's there somewhere. But you can't really see it. But I'm thinking I'm going to put that there with a glue dot and then I'll trim it down. So I think I shall place it here and just get my little tails sitting where I want them to and maybe trim them off a little fraction. It's so soft I can't even pick it up with my scissors. There we go. There we go. And we must get some bling. I think those iridescent rhinestones, I think that's the bling I want. That's what I used on this one too. But they look quite different, even though they're the same style of cards, just with different stamp sets. Iridescent rhinestones, where are they? Here they are. Okay, I'll get my old take my pick tool. And I really like that. That's pretty. So we could put a really large one in here. Yeah, we'll do that. And then a smaller one up here. And then a teeny tiny one over here. Over here. There we go. So that's the iridescent rhinestones that are in the new mini catalogue. How nice is that? So different compared to even the first card I made. But it's really pretty. Really like it. And there's the tunnel. And there's the happy birthday. So it's just a really lovely fancy fold, and you could write your greeting or your message to your friend on the back here, and it fits in a normal envelope. So that's my Make It Monday for today. So this one I used the Retiring in Good Taste Designer Series paper and the Garden Wishes bundle. This one I've used the Retiring Hand Penned DSP, but I've used the Current Flowing Flowers stamp set and the seam binding ribbon and the Time Worn Type DSP and the iridescent rhinestones. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Don't forget to like, thumbs up on my YouTube channel and share so I get more viewers. And I shall see you next Friday for my card and a cuppa. Bye for now.